What's going on, Fortnite fans? I'm back once again to rip off someone's idea and do it worse. I'm going to be dropping that Logjam Lotus 50 times in an attempt to get better at the game. I had already done a full 100 drops video with Logjam Lumberyard, but it's gone now. And if it isn't back by the start of the next season, expect whatever I already have edited of that video on my second channel, where I just dump videos. Also, my microphone's going to sound weird for the first part of this video. I've been recording for an hour and only just realized it sounded weird, but I fixed it. But anyway, video.
For the gamers.
Game 1 isn't actually my first match landing at this location. The original Game 1 got corrupted, so let's just say that this is Game 1. This match, Logjam Lotus, was with the pirate theme, and is based on Lazy Lagoon. I made Blizzard Beard walk the plank, and then got another kill on this player riding Boarback, and I didn't fight anyone else until it was the endgame. With 8 people left, I had run out of mobility and was low on health, but a player was kind enough to shoot me in the back to bring it even lower. I didn't make it much longer than that, though. So now, in Game 2, Logjam is now more roughly based on Colossal Coliseum, but it's really more of an original creation. I'm also using this great loadout I stole from Twitter. Despite the circle being right around Logjam, I went ahead and left it. I killed a member of the Trog squad out by Tilted, and I kept my nose fairly clean for a while until I shot this man in the head. That was the last kill I would get this match until turning the game into a 1v1. The other player had the heights, so I pushed upwards, only for them to hit a really nice shot. Once they pushed into my box, I knew I only had one shot, and didn't even fire it. Great game. But don't you worry, game number 3 is worse. Despite Logjam Lotus having was probably my favorite layout, which is based on Tilted Town, I never really fought anyone. I didn't make it out of Logjam until there were about 47 people left. I ended up shooting at this player, while on fairly low health, out in the open. So, I died. But don't worry. Game 4 goes much better. But while we're here, why is Logjam Lotus such a special place? Well, it was the first location to get hit by the reality tree, causing it to change layout each match. It has a few to pick from, and it picks one at random. It also just happened to replace my favorite spot on the map, so I guess it's my new favorite spot. Back to the match though, since I know you all don't really care about the history. I got my first kill when there was only 18 people left, showing this player who the better superhero skin is. I then continued to get a couple more kills as the storm slowly shrunk, turning the game into a 1v1. But I was quick, I played well, I kept the high ground and a roof over my head while I looked for the other player. The other player must have run out of materials, though, because he just ran around and let me shoot him. A free win is still a win, I suppose. Game 5 is objectively worse. I think that here in Game 6, this is really one of the only times I've worn this skin. But it's a fan favorite, so I can't wait to see it get a snowsuit next year. I'm just glad that I died fast. In Game 7, I got tangled together in a fight with several other players, so I was unfortunately torn apart. In Game 8, I killed a soccer skin. I felt so empowered, I even emoted afterwards. I didn't end up killing any other players until never mind. In Game 9, I'm using one of the best Battle Pass skins. I got an early kill on a player with barely any loot, and a kill a little bit later on a player I'm pretty sure just installed the game that day. Which is probably what the player who killed me thought as well. In Game 10, I got a quick kill on this player early in the match. Then, a kill with the same gun for the same amount of damage much later. I got my third kill as the player stood there and shot randomly into my bush. Then I just kind of hid and watched as the game turned into a 1v1. The circle was moving and closing, but I had the high ground. Even though my health wasn't great, I decided to rush down to the other player and was able to successfully get the dub. Game 11 started off great. I got a couple quick kills and was on my way to win. Then, I got reminded I have a real-life job and had to quit out. Game 12 started off with a nice bludgeon kill, then I heroically shot a player with my shotgun as they ran away. I made sure to keep killing as the storm closed, and it wasn't until I was involved with a build battle with 3 other players that I died. My reality sapling gave me the strongest version of the worst gun in the game. I carried it with me throughout the match, but eventually died in close quarters to someone with 10 kills. Game 14 started with a lucky grenade kill, and then I killed both of the people in this fight. I surprised another player on the roof and was able to get the kill, and then got my 5th and final kill at Shifty Shafts. I am just not playing too well. Game 15, I would have killed this person if I didn't have this stupid DMR. It's a terrible weapon, and I hope it goes away. Game 16 was fairly uneventful. I got a single kill, and then died in 39th place. Game 17 is a great one. I ran to the storm to complete a challenge, and then didn't make it out. It's not that great in retrospect, maybe. For Game 18, I decided to play with Xbox Cloud Gaming, so I had to use a controller. I don't think I've used a controller when playing Battle Royale since maybe Chapter 2, Season 4? That sounds right, yeah. I started the match with a quick kill on a player who I'm pretty sure was just adjusting their settings, and then used their shotgun to eliminate another player. Honestly, the Xbox Cloud Gaming is fine. It's probably decent if you've got a laptop or something that can't really run the game, but for me, with a pretty decent computer, it's not great. Anyway, I died. Just put some... Play a funny clip.
Take him to Detroit. No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please!
In Game 19, I caught Kakashi hiding in a haystack. On my travels, I came across a lightsaber and decided to take it with me. However, I really never got to use it. As the circle was shrinking, I had to run and got shot in the back. In Game 20, I didn't run into anyone until I killed this player while running from the storm. I then eventually died to this player because I missed several shots. So for Game 21, I had this really weird glitch. I couldn't run, build, or deal damage. Walking was janky, yet the other players could see me just fine. I have no clue what happened. I haven't seen any other record of this, so if anyone has any idea, let me know. This is so weird. In Game 22, I was turned into mincemeat. I can tell Game 23 is a quick one because it's really small in the editing software. Game 24, second place! Game 25 is the halfway point for this video, and my bloodlust was barely able to be contained. I killed several waves of players before I had to leave yet again for my real-life job. Coincidentally, at the time of writing the script, I had to do the same, and coincidentally, at the time of recording the script, I have already worked today. Now I'm writing this section for Game 26 the next day, and I'm recording this section for Game 26 the day after that. As you've probably already seen by the gameplay, I quickly took out one player, and then got a pickaxe kill on the second player. Then I just kind of scrolled around the map, racking up a kill after kill. As I got my 10th kill, the match turned into a 1v1. With the world's sweatiest hands, I picked up the last elimination and won with 11 kills. Praise be to the Tomato Lords! Game 27 was shaping up to be similar. I just kept getting kill after kill. I nearly fell to my death because the grappling hooks can be dangerous if used improperly. I then got greedy and heard this player healing and decided to push their box. It did not go well. Game 28, my first kill was another pickaxe one. Also, I'm going to go ahead and use this game to tell you guys to go follow the artists who made the thumbnail on Twitter. This part is I have something completely else scripted, but it's not funny. To say that my death was completely avoidable. Anyway, go follow them. But I would like to use Game 29 to remind you all that the sidearm pistol is pretty good. Of course, shotguns are generally better. Game 30, someone lured Darth Vader down to Logjam, and I got stuck between him and another player. You can guess what happened. For Game 31, I'm using a skin that hasn't been in the shop for nearly 1,000 days. But I need something funny for my death. The other guy was riding a boar. That's boring. This is stupid. So, for Game 32, it unfortunately started with something that I will have to deal with for the rest of these drops. For some reason, my game would just freeze up for about 30 seconds, and I can't do anything. The issue is still going on at the time of recording, so unless I mention it, going forward, assume I randomly freeze and can't do anything for about half a minute. But after that, I got a kill in the storm and made it down to Tilted before meeting the powers of the dark side. For Game 33, I finally figured out how to fix my microphone. I'm not going back and redoing any of the other ones. It's already been about an hour and my throat kind of hurts. But the game is a fun one. I started off the match with a couple quick kills, and I didn't fight anyone until I took this player by surprise when there were less than 10 people left. I then pushed the structure a fight had just taken place on to try to take down the only other player in the match. We both played incredibly well, trying to take advantage of openings and making sure the other player couldn't hit us. Eventually, I saw my damage break his shield, so I pushed in and got the win. I have one of my favorite skins. This is good. Game 34, I got a couple nice kills, and then I used a UFO, which just so happened to spawn right outside of Logjam, to fly on down to Coney. I left my UFO for just a moment to loot up, and someone took it, and it's been really about a year since I've had to deal with one of these, so I just kind of sat there like a rock and took the shots it threw at me. I eventually shot it down, but the other player's aim was better than mine. Something I'd like to point out about Logjam Lotus is that it's not a very contested drop. You'll find 2, maybe 3 or 4 people land there each match. It's a location that's quite far away from the center of the map, and is surrounded by more popular POIs, like Rave Cave, Sleepy Sound, and Coney Crossroads is really not too far away. It's pretty much tucked away in its own small corner of the map, which means it's generally a great early game, and it's great for getting ready for the late game. That, and the big alien spacecraft that was there for a couple days, tried to hide on top of Rave Cave, which went fairly well until this player tried to build up to me. So I shot them off. Unfortunately, someone else found me and I had to move. My dog had just wandered into my room, so I was giving her love and cuddles when I was attacked and ended up dying. Alright, Game 36, you knew this was coming. It's Dragon Ball time. So for my first ever match with Goku, I got my first kill at the small sheriff's office and made sure to power up for whoever may come at me next. I surprised another player and got them with a quick pump shot. Using the amazing Dragon Ball ability called Giant Metal Dinosaurs Falling from the Sky, I was ready to unlock my next transformation. As I approached the center of the map, a clone came at me and challenged me to a pickaxe duel, which I eventually caught on to. With them defeated, the power of Ultra Instinct is mine. I used that power to batter and fry this fish and spot this player through the bush. As the match turned into a 1v1, the other player knew where I was hiding and tried to Kamehameha me. I eventually spotted them and returned with a Kamehameha of my own, and with their building destroyed and them on low health, I finished the battle with the strongest power Goku has, an assault rifle. And then in Game 27, the episode got cut short. Oh, yeah, I bought Beerus, too. And even though he's the god of destruction, he stands no match against an Aura player. Game 39 started with 2 kills right after each other. I then picked up another one a little bit later. Honestly, I really like the Prime Shotgun. It feels like a mix of the best parts of the original Heavy Shotgun and the Pump. I even used it to get another kill on a man just trying to tend to his wounds. And so now, with 3 people left, I turn this match into a 1v1. I mean, technically, we might be Venom, but I still suck. Honestly, I forgot this skin existed. Sionia, I think her name is. Honestly, I quite like it. I should use it more. It's a really nice shade of pink. And anyway, I got blown up. This is the first time I've used Iron Man since Chapter 2, Season 4. It's just more annoying that I can't decide to use the armored style from the locker. But, this was a pretty typical match. I got a kill fairly early on, and then died to the Kamehameha. That's how you say it, right? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Game 43, I made it all the way down to Tilted Towers before having seen anyone, but I decided to enter myself into the first build battle I saw. I killed the guy who won, so it's like I won. And now we'll cut to the endgame. 6 people left, and I made sure to turn it into 5 people. Using the Nimbus Cloud, I was able to keep the high ground and fire down shots onto the other players in the match. I got a lucky Kamehameha kill, and watched as the match became a 1v1. Unfortunately, the other player was just better than me. They kept hitting while peppering in shots to deal damage. Eventually, I died in a lowly 2nd place. Game 44, I killed someone and then was immediately Kamehameha'd, but I survived, for once. Then I pretty much just ran. I really only got my 2nd kill of the match with this nice prime shotgun to prime shotgun combo. Then I died while using the blue energy thing. It's just hard to say, give me a break. For Game 45, let's just skip to the end. I could have sworn the Nimbus Cloud could break through structures, so I tried to use that to escape this fight, but, well, I'll let 5th place speak for itself. Game 46 is a frustrating one. I had a good, clean match the entire time, but while running from the storm, I got one of those lag spikes I mentioned earlier. By the time I was able to move again, someone was standing there, waiting for me. Hi, I have a beard now. So apparently the footage for Game 47 doesn't exist, so I'm instead going to use the spot to plug my friend's game. So the game is just called My Perfect Image. It's on itch.io. It's fun. It's just a small mix of puzzle solving and point and click. I beat it in about an hour in order to get all 4 endings. It's completely free to download, and I've got a small cameo in it. So if you want to download it, it'll be the 2nd link in the description, right below the artist who made the thumbnail. Okay, back to the normal video. Bye. Sorry if that is like the worst thing you've ever seen, but I just set that up with my dad in about 15 minutes. But don't worry, Game 48 is here with the same mediocre quality you've come to expect from my channel. Honestly, I got a couple early kills, but I want to talk about the auto shotgun real quick. It's probably my 2nd favorite shotgun introduced this chapter. It's great. But you know what's even better? Another lag spike! This time while there were 6 people left. You know, I probably should have killed Vegeta here, but I think my game was still lagging, and my bullets did no damage. The penultimate game always feels a little bit like Christmas, doesn't it? You know, I'm using what is easily one of the best possible loadouts in the game. Just look at how good I look. And it's for a reason. The better your outfit, the better you play. It's just a fact. Here, I'll prove it by Game 50. It's been quite a fun journey, honestly. You know, this honestly was just a pretty typical Fortnite game at the time, though. Drop in, not run into anyone, and then die to someone with the Kamehameha. Yes, I said it right! Yeah, so that's pretty much the video. Kind of fell apart here at the end, but hey, that's what happens with me. Logjam Lumberyard is easily my favorite location on the Chapter 3 map, and I hope it returns at the end of the season. At the time I'm writing this, the season ends in about 3 weeks, close to about 2.5 now. Logjam Lotus is now stuck as the Western themed one, which I'm fine with. It's my favorite layout. I hope this video acts as some sort of time capsule for this POI in Fortnite, since it's really unique, and I've honestly had a ton of fun making this video so far. Make sure to go support the artist who worked on the thumbnail and my friend's game down below in the description. Beneath both of those links are my socials if you care about seeing what I tweet. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. My microphone!